Hello, Argentum, Sapphiro, Breadstick, Jared, Rap, Floundering Gin. He's eating chocolate again. No, I'm not. Where's Intro Fighters, though? What happened to that? What did you guys do to my Intro Fighters? Where did it go? Anyways. Let's come over here for now anyways. And do you Skyleap dailies? You didn't open it because you were eating chocolate. You guys don't understand. Whenever I open OBS, it auto opens, but it didn't today. Which means something must have gone wrong. Anyways, let's do Skyleap. Skyleap. Chat, you know what grinds my gears? When I open any random tweet or something, and it's like, age restricted, you must log in. Australia shit. And the worst part is, like, Twitter links don't fucking open in the Twitter app for me. They open in like a browser. And it's like, great, thanks guys. That helps a lot. I'm like, I'm not fucking logging into browser every time. I ain't giving my mugshot to Elon Musk. Reserve those. Hello, Synaptic. Into co-op missions. Where's my fish on? No, it's not. Hello, Ariatel. Get Searing Stone once. Surely we get it on the first try. I want the alchemy event to continue. I'm missing 27,000 mats. That sounds rough. Hang in there. Chat, when does this Magfest end? I'm worried for all the newbies once Magfest ends. Magfest ends when Magfest begins. I don't think that's true this time around. What's the difference between Aureate Sparkle and Cerulean Sparkle? I think it's just different banners. I think they get converted into Cerulean things, stones anyways. If I had a sack in the skies, hello Omikin. Omikin, if I was a sack, I would have got Chisa. I'm just saying. But instead, I've lost like 5 50-50s in a row. Is Diamant the biggest glazer in GBF history? Yes. Magfest ends when collab event ends, which is very soon, yeah. I'm worried for all the Steam folk. That does not count as losing you, Zach. I was ready to alt F4, by the way. I was legit. My hand was pressing alt and it was hovering over 4. But I was like, let me finish the rest of the temple. We have a couple more pulls. We'll see. Also, I can't believe my YOLO pulls on String Master is still paying off. And back in the day. How are you, Reika? YOLO. YOLO pull in this context means like pulling without having a guarantee. I'm very noob. Hello. The title we display have any way to influence drop rate, or is it only me that has bad luck with gacha rolls? You're asking if this influences your gacha? It does not. How long do we have left on records? 3 days. Have you tested Wolf much, Munching? Or have you seen much of Wolf? Nah. Since starting GBF, the only thing I do in Bulwa is my daily Astrak collection and collect my pulls and weeklies. That sounds about right. So some fast setups where they replace 6... Oh, wait. Vesusia setups, yeah. Where they replace 6 for a phase 1 team. Okay. What's like the main reason? Does she just do a lot of damage? Is it the hostility? I think it was Layla who put a post up, but they said it's only if you don't have 156. Oh, okay. I mean, that's pretty good then, right? Still. Like, being a okay replacement to a level 150 Eternal is... sounds good to me. 5 more. Don't tell Rest, but I'm just stalking Rest's wiki updates on the left here. Alright, we've done 10 laps. It is time to read the FMA login story. Pause. Oh, good old Ling. How's that boss going down so fast? We have a team that can kill it, basically. Like, we have an optimized team for that. He's starving. Guten Morgen. Hello, White Tribe.
ここにいたか。おい、ディアマン、こっちにいやがったぞ。ああ、やっぱり。
ああ、迎えが来ちゃったよ。
ほら、立って。グリ。
俺の体なんだけど。
ルリアさん。
朝になったら食べちゃっ。
もちろん。
いや、あなたが謝るとグリードさんなのでアイルが謝ります。
What?
俺は関係ねえだろ。誰が謝るとか言った。
いえ、これはかなり。
てめえが謝れよ。グリードの腰巾着だろ。
あまり賑やかだとダメだな。
Yeah, I think so, I guess. I think so. Alright, so we need to do that. Pick up our provisions. Man, the provision thing is... it's such a minor, small thing. Alright, anyways. That's done. I've reached a dilemma with my starter choice. Oh boy, what's happened now? Infernalist looks comfy, but Spirit Walker boss taming looks so cool. Do Spirit Walker. I would do Spirit Walker if I was a minion player. Ain't no way. Minion users aren't real, says Aoko. I don't know if I agree with that one. Minion users are real too, even though I don't like playing it. I've only had a couple minion builds I've really liked in the past. I had to clean up artifacts. Oh fuck. You reminded me I haven't done it. What if I do it after this week? I forgot to get my artifacts last week. I had a friend who played minions and the next day he spontaneously combusted. They had Infernal Legion? What the? I want to read the patch notes today, but the forums were down for maintenance, were they? Let's see. I'm tweeting out my thoughts here. I really think that GBF's artifact system needs a major overhaul. Live tweet reaction. And I'm not even referring to the strength or the randomness involved, but how much extra micromanagement is needed. Hello, Thunder. How's it going? I keep telling myself I should organize my artifacts that I never do. It's not fun to. How many do you get if you don't have premium? It's like 50, right? I think it's 50. It's 50, yeah. No, this doesn't. The amount doesn't even matter. With how many artifacts you get per week, unless you organize regularly, you will. I've yet to meet a single person who has found. And when the cap gets doubled during special periods, yeah. Like it doesn't help. I don't like how many stat lines have become potential mans, yeah. That definitely doesn't help the problem, right? Oh my god, bro, Twitter limit? Yeah. Holy chatting, yeah. So far, Psy Games is solution. Well, this does help. Ultimately, just pushes, delays the inevitable. Hoyo likes you to save crit. Here you save 6 different types of cap up, dispel, clear, sacrifice, bloodshed, artifact. Yeah. I hate that it costs so many chalices. I'm actually okay with that. It makes a chalice sink. Like, does it suck? Yes, but I'm okay with chalices having more uses. Maybe the total amount can be tweaked, but I think the biggest issue with artifact is what I'm writing about right now. I do think there are some meaningful improvements that can be made to 'Can you wait, hold up. Yeah, artifact pit lets you make an artifact, right? I'm just double checking. Yeah, it does. Are we hating on artifacts? I'm hating on... Yeah, I'm making a tweet thread at the moment. I also hate how artifacts work at the moment. I don't know how to reorder this. I want this to go earlier. I think there is only one thing I hate on the same level. Is the fact that you have to manually reserve reduce. I don't feel as bad for AX. Personally. Mainly because like, it's like, AX for me is like, do you need it or not? And there's not like 60 different stat lines that you have to worry about. Right? It's like I can at least look at it and within like half a second I can determine whether that's something I keep or not. Artifacts is not that. Artifacts is like, I have to read 4 different lines, think about whether it affects these 2 elements plus bow, and then be like, okay, is this something I meaningfully want or does it have potential? And then the last step here is that do I have something similar already? So then I have to go check. Then I have to go check and be like, all right, do I have something similar? So like it's a lot. Make a YouTube short ranting about it. I second that. Chat, I don't know the Twitter meta. You put the thread icon, right? Emoji. Sometimes. Do I have to do 1 out of 8? Is that something I need to do? I'm out of room. Just write it in paint. That's fine. Missed 6 out of 7 opportunity. I'll do it for you, rest mode. Seven's a better number than 8 anyways. What are you doing? I'm ranting about artifacts. I'm ranting about artifacts into the void. That is Twitter. Can you do it in 6 or less tweets? I did 7 to do 6, 7. Is that okay? Is that acceptable?
ティアマト、手伝って。コロンサス、力を貸して。前を向こう。手加減なしだ。手加減なしだ。はあ。はあ。
Just do more tweets so it's 6 out of 8. That's what I had originally, and then we cut it to 6 out of 7. I should have done 6 but left it at 6.
みんなを守ってみせます。みんなを守ってみせます。一網打尽。
Going back to bed to learn more about your kid. Rest mode says LO. What about Lancer, Rest? I saw you update your gold bar stuff earlier.
手加減なしだ。手加減なしだ。はあ。はあ。 みんなを守ってみせます。一網打尽。
Posting all. There we go. It was me cleaning up my shit code because I do things very sloppy.
一緒に頑張り。手加減なしだ。手加減なしだ。はあ。
Good evening, friends. Hello, sheep. How's it going? Chat, do you guys like how I ranted about artifacts instead of organizing my artifacts?
一網打尽。
Yes. I thought I was going to enjoy an evening of watching basketball, but all I'm watching is a public execution. Oh, how bad was the game? Or how one-sided was it?
手加減なしだ。
Gambling today. Yeah, I'll do casino after this.
はあ。みんなを守っていきます。
Oh dear. It's 61:32, 18 minutes into the game. I'm gonna assume that's really bad. It says conference finals. What does that mean, chat? Does conference finals mean like is this the Super Bowl of the NBA?
はあ。はあ。
Oh, this is semis, okay. Real finals are the next series, okay.
みんなを守っていきます。
Is basketball best out of 7 or something, Kat? Okay. It's the lead up to the Super Bowl, okay.
一肌脱ぐとしよう。
So like a 30-point differential is massive in NBA in basketball.
手加減なしだ。手加減なしだ。
This fast, yes, okay. So this wouldn't be that unheard of in like quarter 4. But 18 minutes into the game, it's massive.
みんなを守っていきます。一網打尽。
The easiest analogy I have is that this is 1 hour into Unite and Fight, and the other crew has 10 bill. Okay. End of game as well, they were well beaten. This early, it's why did they send a Sunday League team to play in the NBA? Okay, gotcha. Like is a at the end of the game is like a 20-point differential like a lot? Or 30-point? I mean, you said, wait, 30 you said was well beaten. So what would be considered, quote unquote, like close, I guess? Like, is 10 points considered close? Close is 10 either side. Okay, okay, yeah. Elle pipu.
手加減なしだ。手加減なしだ。はあ。はあ。みんなを守っていきます。
Can someone ping me on Discord when he starts opening cards? I don't have a second monitor and I'm going to be doing something else then. Okay. Someone remind me to remind somebody else to ping Kira.
手加減なしだ。はあはあみんなを守っていきます。一網打尽。
It's the Kira with the Essa profile picture. Wait, there's two Kiras? Why'd you guys do this?
手加減なしだ。手加減なしだ。はあ
Can someone wake me up when he starts opening cards? I don't have a second body. Just as an aside, I will be opening them around 1 p.m. my time. A little after 1 p.m. That's when Raya's free. I have Raya's cards as well, so I'm going to wait for her.
一網打尽。
Valentine's cards, yeah. So 1 p.m. So about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours from now. How many did I get? I don't remember. We'll find out together. You can open now if need be, says Riot. No, I want to open it later. I don't even have the camera set up at the moment.
手加減なしだ。手加減なしだ。はあはあ
Hand reveal Pog.
みんなを守っていきます。みんなを守っていきます。一網打尽。
Hello, Degrox. How's it going? Then yeah, I'll wait till later.
Huh?
50-50 if I can make it. But that's the gacha life.
みんなを守っていきます。一網打尽。
Oh yeah, PP, did you see the crafting line? Did we talk about that on PoE's patch notes?
手加減なしだ。手加減なしだ。はあはあやるな、団長。
Alright. It's gamba time, chat. Gambling. Poker. We hit 38, we hit 40 today. We get to 40 mil today. We love gamba. 3 of a kind. Low. No. We could have gone for a straight there. Leveling ID sucks. Why is that? It costs so much energy, or like it's slow. It's fine if you've been around for ages. Like, is it just a stamina gate? Or like is quote unquote like sliming just super slow? Oh, okay. Any big bingo wins? No, we do not talk about bingo. Bingo is banned. Hello, Fox. How's it going? But no, we just started. Goal is 40 mil today. We started at 38. 38-ish. A little below. You know, talk like this, Cap, makes me feel like most gachas should not have a stamina system. Or like not like most gachas should have a stamina system like Granblue. Like obviously it won't work in the current state of many games because like Granblue gives you more stuff to do other than quote unquote just spend your stamina. And many games you don't have things to do other than spend your stamina. But I think the stamina thing is a direct like it goes directly against what many games want you to do to get invested in said game. Let me just reply to something I put in views. Okay. You're doing all right, kind of low on pots right now, so I'm deciding what to do. You've done your monthly trades, Fox? Monthly shop trades for pots, I assume. Obviously, you know about moons. Yeah, other than that, it's really just CQ and wait for the boxing event. You were saving moons for something, right? I forget. Do we know what Ellie? No, not yet. We don't. This site gives you a measure of how bad a time gate could be. So what am I looking at? Is that saying 25,900 days for the artifacts this character has? I was saving for her Svelga. What about bronze and silver though? You shouldn't be using golds for anything other than like gold moon weapons or seer tixes. I'm talking about bronze and silver. Getting something of that quality would have taken on average 6 million stamina. Yeah. Good joke. Good joke. And even pretty average things say 50-ish days, yeah. You can't use gold on pots, exactly. There's nothing else to use bronzes on. Yeah, like, surely you have a lot of bronze and silvers, right? I don't think silver on Dharma's even a good deal, personally. Irregardless of whether you buff farm or not. Then I don't think I was saving my moons for anything. Oh, okay. Well, if you have a lot of bronze and silvers, then you should be fine on pots. Like, that's what the bronze and silvers are there for, is what I'm trying to save. I might have just misremembered. Doing what raids that you can before you go into campaign. You would like to make a god Evanestia, but you're just at the whims of Stamina Gate. I'm not exaggerating when I say there's nothing else to spend bronzes on, yeah. Your 95 is inconsistent because your destroyer is forced, but you don't feel like doing Vesusia. Top 58. Farina took 2 years to get. Maki, did you say those websites weren't even like accurate, right? For like what might be truly best because they overvalue certain things, I think. Akasha values crit a lot, yeah. I think that's the funniest part. But like, it might not even be the best build, but how did Fates go? You passed out? It was fun. We're up to Ryoma now. So I think we have like 5 chapters left for the main game. So yeah, we'll do that later after we open our Valentine's Day cards. Ryoma's waiting patiently. I've not done a Ryoma map. I'm about to. I'm up to that one. So the last map I did was the Hinoka one. Takumi's map was probably the hardest one we did. Like beating that map, we won with like 3 characters left. Hinoka Copter, that was a funny scene. I didn't say anything at the time, but in my head I was like, that was goofy. You missed Rally Man. Yeah, it'll be on the VOD, both on YouTube and Twitch. Although YouTube VODs are sort of hard to find unless you know what day it is. I think that's an argument to actually just split my VODs whenever I start a new game, but I'm lazy. Rallyman capturable unit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've not interacted with that mechanic at all. Streams and watching FE YouTube content has put you in the mood for Fire Emblem. It's funny how it does that, right? Like, if PoE wasn't coming up, I might have started a 3 Houses run. This hand sucks. Oh yeah, I'm running Shield Swan on Luminina at FA. Is there any skills I can run to speed up the clears? I got Ultimate Mastery. I'm running Assault, Drive, and Marshalling. I feel like Lumi, the biggest thing you want is Dispels. So Shield Swan has a Dispel skill. It's called like Assault Drive, I think. So you're already using that. So I think that's pretty much the only thing you can do there. Cajun likes running what is it? Combat Shield? Yeah, that one. I'm looking it up. So you can try that over marshalling. If you have enough sustain, I would drop it for combat shield or shield hole, yeah. Combat shield is the one that resets cooldown, right? this Papa boss is pissing you off. It just goes to show that light is the strongest element. Don't say that. Why not? Wind is. But wind is the worst, according to the masses, apparently. Naru needs to be nerfed. What does DY think about that statement? I think it's a nonsensical statement in the first place. Like, for example, if you ask me, hey DY, what's the worst element? I would not be able to give you an answer. And my answer would be, it depends. It depends on what we're talking about. Because, like, realistically, I've talked about this before, but realistically, the only time you compare elements is when you use all the elements in the same place, which really is only HL. And, like, when we talk about what's worse, like, what does worse imply? For some people, it's going to be how much damage you do. For other people, it's going to be how restrictive it is. For other people, it's going to be like, you know, there's different metrics is what I'm trying to say. Which is why I think the whole statement in and of itself is nonsensical and not really worth talking about. Like, I would not compare a Ferrari to an orange. But that's basically what this is asking me to do. Like, if I said, hey, wind is the worst element, let's pretend that that was a statement that was true. What are you going to do with that information? What, you're suddenly going to take your fire team into your Earth Odious FA? Like, yeah, good luck with that. What do you meaningfully do there, right? Oh, you're gonna bring your dark team to Wind's Guild War now. Yeah, good luck with that. Right? That's why I think the whole sentiment in the statement is sort of nonsensical. I saw people say Wind was bad because you need Siete for Vesusia. Yeah, and I think that is not a correct justification. At least that's not the justification I would even think of. Like, saying, hey, a character completely solves a raid is, I don't know, that to me sounds strong, but maybe how I think about the game is entirely different. And not only is this character strong, they're freely available to literally everybody. Like, is that not a good thing? Like, Wind is probably the most accessible for Vesusia. Like, I think that's a good thing overall. %80 of people don't know what the hell does anything in Vesusia because they haven't looked at it. But yeah, either way, the the justification that, hey, wind is bad because CT is needed for Vesusia, I think is like, firstly, it's a wrong statement. And secondly, it's not even a bad thing, I think, that one character's so good for one raid when they're free to play. If they were like a hyper limited seasonal, maybe we'd be talking, right? There's a massive difference between water's relative strength in burst and water's relative strength in Vesusia. Yeah. And yeah, that goes back to, hey, like, what are we talking about, right? Will I get screwed over if I don't farm Odious for my primal LA grid? From a grid perspective, no. From a materials perspective, probably yes. Like, put it this way, right? Would you say Fighter Origin is a good class for primal grids? By the way, if you say no, you're just wrong. So the answer is yes, right? That's a rhetorical question. And what do you need for Fighter Origin or Origin classes in general? Magnet stuff. So yeah, odious weapons will not be used in primal grids as they currently are. But are you going to need odious materials for other things? Yes, you will. Evoker Transcendence might need them, as an example. That's coming up soon. Illustrious Transcendence could technically use them too. So essentially, should you farm Odious even if you're a primal player? The answer is yes, you should. But not for the weapons, probably. That being said, the weapons, like, it's not even bad, right? Sometimes just chucking in one Odious like mod into your grid might be what your grid needs. So it's not even a bad thing. How did I get 2 into 2 like 5 times? I went all the way and we got 192k. That's insulting. Unique effects like dot enabling. That is a thing too, yes. I've yet to make it work personally, but yeah. Get a royal straight flush. You know, I don't even look for things like that. I'm gonna be real. Sapphiro says dibs to bust it. I know people who don't build the other elements other than their mains. I don't get why I like Dark Light and plan to go Primal, but I still try to build all the elements. It gives me something to do. Yeah, the game incentivizes you to build all elements. Often when invested people talk about mains, it doesn't mean they just play that element. It more means that they're more invested in that element, whether it comes to monetary, gacha weapons, sparks, or maybe it's just their preference when it comes to playing that particular element in certain raids where you get a choice, right? There's a bit of confusion there, I think, because mains often means that you only play that in other games, but in Grand Blue, once again, you just can't do that. But yeah, maybe I'm overestimating. Maybe there's a sizable portion of the player base who just see see a piece of content that is not for their element and just say, hey, I'm not playing that event. I don't think that's the case, but maybe it is. Are you even playing at that point? How do they get grid weapons? Good question. Is that where bad gacha weapon grids come up? I play the wrong element in raids. You gotta spend a full pot every time you do reverse. Four of a kind. Goodbye, four of a kind. And then get a straight flush. No! We go for the flush, I think so. That's a straight. No. Full house. The house always wins. $2.5 mil win. We take those. We're at 41 mil from the full house. Easy. Chat, we're just 14 mil off where we started. Look at that. Let's start with our let's start with this one. Our Eniad affairs. The house is designed to lose in GBFM. Back to bingo. No. No, not back to bingo. Don't say the B word here. No bingos. Bongo. Binge. Boingo. On the artifact thing, I'm sure that's someone at Side Games. Like, I'm sure there's people at Side Games who feel the exact same way about the micromanagement nature. Like, I feel like this is very apparent to anybody who's like played the game. Sure, the VAs are feeling it too, yeah. I think the VAs have actually talked about it, right? That has to be why they keep raising the cap. Yeah, but like the cap is just a stopgap solution. Yeah, it's band-aid. It's a band-aid. That's the thing. And like, I think even if we assume that the artifact inventory was limitless, I don't think that would change anything. Or I mean, okay, it would change things in the fact that you don't have to worry about losing artifacts anymore, right? And you technically don't need to deal with them until you want to. But like, eventually, most people will have to interact with disassembly and things like that, right? Because like you need the pith to do other things. So like, I think even if the inventory was like infinite, it's like just having like a room in your house that's just full of trash. And like, until you open the door, you just don't care. But when you open the door, it's a problem. What solutions do you guys have in mind? What do you guys think? Because yeah, I think them dropping as pith is probably the best thing that I've thought of and that we've discussed out of the systems that sort of exist in the game already. Mats for predetermined stats. I think in an ideal world, yes, you get to just craft the artifact you want, but I don't think that's going to ever be the case. Because the whole point of this is to add an infinite sort of farming system, right? That's like the whole goal of this. So by letting you get the artifact that you want, just by crafting it, I don't think will ever happen. Auto scrap if specific stats. See, I don't think that works. I personally don't think that works. Like, it's all well and good to say, hey, like, just scrap any Akasha artifacts you get. But that Akasha artifact might have 3 amazing lines, and then you can just reroll the 4th line. Yeah, exactly. The system itself has way too many variables to say auto scrap. If we weren't able to change stats on the artifact, then I think that would work. But since we can change stats on artifacts, I think it's bad. Or not bad, but I don't think it works. Could also be weapon and stat. I don't think that improves it. Basically, I think any auto system won't work. Just due to how many potential stats there are and how currently you can change stats.
良い気分転換になりました。
前菜にもならなかったな。
たまの休日というのに。ライジングソード。恋してる？ご利益上等。
サンタからの贈り物だ。
I guess we gotta delete the system. No, I think it's too late for that. I don't think we could do the HSR discard if it doesn't fit the recommended build template. I think the big reason also that doesn't work is because the one time like, oh, I'll check that video in a moment. The one time like one build, like one setup happens to use like an unconventional artifact set, then people will be like, oh, I reduced that. And the game recommended this to me. Therefore, the game fucked me over, right? Like, it's not good, basically. But I like the reason I think the pith system that I mentioned in the tweets is good is because, like, if there's nothing too organized, then you don't have to worry about it. Essentially, if you guys don't know how pith works at the moment, when you reduce an artifact, you get artifact pith. So if I have this artifact here, and then I reduce it, I mark as scrap, then we go to the alchemy lab, and then I disassemble any artifacts that are marked as scrap, then I get artifact pith, right? This system exists, and then with that pith, you can make artifacts. So this system currently exists. So what I suggested is raids drop this instead of artifacts. So instead, just this one number goes up. And whenever you need artifacts, you would come to the alchemy lab. In an ideal world, this would be split into 6 different elements and be like, hey, it costs 10 pith to get a wind one, and then you would just make a wind one. Right? So you would only have to deal with artifacts when you make them. And like, once again, this doesn't solve the issue that when you make your artifacts, you'll get like 20 and maybe one of them will be good. But at least then you know when you made them that, oh, these 19 are bad, and then you can mark them as scrap immediately. By the way, how do people get the start battle with 5 buffs? Just reroll until I hit it? Yes, but to save your chalices, you should go like 1 level at a time. Which I forget the exact number of chalices for each level, but yeah, you go 1 level at a time. Otherwise, you'll just waste thousands of chalices. There's far more chalices with ROT. Alright, let's check out the Twitch drops. What's this?
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts.
Hi,
Game
I'm Mark
Director
Roberts.
from Path of Exile. During the launch of Return of the Ancients, we're running 2 weeks of Twitch drops, as well as a supporter streamer campaign. During the first week of launch, you'll be able to claim the Arbiter of Ash waypoint by
Cool.
watching your favorite creators in the Path of Exile 2 category for 3 hours. In week 2, you can claim the Wendigo's Crown helmet attachment. Support your favorite creators by gifting 2 subs or subscribing to 2 channels in the Path of Exile 2 category to claim the Vericium Parasite pet. Embrace the Infinite Void with the Arbiter of Ash waypoint. Should other exiles visit your hideout, they will be covered in ash upon entering.
That's a neat touch.
Become the Nameless with the Wendigo's Crown helmet attachment. It offers 6 variations, allowing you to choose any combination you like, with or without visual effects. In addition, the helmet attachment tracks your kills across different types of monsters.
Oh,
be
that's
it
cool.
beasts, humans, demons, constructs, or undead. Not all Verisium spawns desperately want to end you, some simply need a little love, like this Verisium parasite pet. That's a good boy. All of these items are purely cosmetic and do not affect your
Parasite pet is
character's
so
power or
disgusting.
progression in any way. Thanks for watching and have a great league start.
ChatGPT says that the chance of getting a level 5 start battle buff is 0.3. You have to win 4 25% in a row. Is that correct? No, sorry, you have to win 5. No, you have to win 4, right? Because you start at level 1. So yeah, you need to win 4 25%. Menu. A quarter, quadrupled. No, quadrupled isn't the right word. Chat, is there a word for 4 squared? Like cubed? I don't think so, is there? 0.39%? It's just to the 4th, yeah. Quartered. I was about to say 4 squared is 16. You say 2 to the 4, yeah. To the power of 4 is the way to go. What class am I thinking? See, I said monk, but then I watched the Delirium video and they had ancestrally boosted Flame Blast. So now I sort of want to do spells and hope that one of the runes of Kalgoa's skills are good. So I don't know. I don't know. I won't be league starting at league launch. I'll be like 6, 7, 8 hours late, I think, around there. So we'll I'll probably, like, the data mines will be in. Every streamer's playing monk. Shit's gonna be expensive. Yeah, maybe I dodge monk then. I feel like raids dropping Pith is the best solution, but I'd rather not have them, yeah. I think just looking past the solution of, hey, just delete artifacts. I think thinking about how they can exist in a non-toxic way is probably doing the pith stuff. I thought everybody was going to play Twister Pew Pew. What happened? Everybody was mad that Twisters weren't nerfed. There's every streamer playing Monk and then Fubgun playing Twister. I thought Fubgun was gonna go Ice Shot or something. I snipe. You play Twister, it's pretty strong but feels pretty clunky. Yes. I played Twister back in the Abyss League. It was really fun. It was fun, but like the moment you can't one-shot bosses, it's like, oh shit. And it always did feel very squishy is the other thing. There are so many ways you can play the new Monk. It should be fine. I think Monk is by far the safest choice. What I'm thinking about is doing something that nobody knows anything about, which is like the new spells. Which is probably a recipe for fucking disaster. Fubgun on Twister. Chat, Fubgun creates the meta. So if Fubgun is on Twister, then does that mean Huntress is meta and therefore Cap is the normie one? No way he doesn't change his mind. I think he's gonna play Bow. I think this whole Twisted thing is an elaborate ruse. I'm not gonna lie. I want to do Naruto Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. but with bears. That sounds fun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm playing Huntress because I like her. Twisted just seems the best way to level her. But end up just doing the summon thing instead. Yeah, that's fair. I think there's some new tech with the Twister leveling as well. Like, I think there's like a way to drop ice ground, chilled ground. Which would help Twister's damage output during campaign a lot. Although, I don't really know if it needed it to be fair, but yeah. Tame Beast. I could see people ascending, then going back to pick up like Crowbell or something and steamrolling campaign. And do I go Tame Beast? Crowbell into Monkey Boss in Act 3, then I don't know. There's the first guy in Act 2 as well, right? Or is it Act 3? No, Act 2. The centaur beast thing. No, you can reset it, Cap. Can you guys not play Monk? That's all I play. Yeah, the hyena boss. So you have the hyena boss. So yeah, you can have Crowbell, hyena boss into... I mean, they showed it, right? Hold up, go back. Yeah. You can have Devourer as well. But yeah, Crowbell, Hyena, Devourer. You can get Chimera in Act 3. So you get Monkey into Chimera. What's this one? Bottom left. Oh, that's the Shark in Act 4. There's this guy. Where's this guy from? This is Act 4 as well, right? Yeah, that's Act 4. I think this guy's gonna be super strong. Have you done your cold leveling pew pew for monk? You did lightning last time, right? I think monk is the safest option. Ice locust leveling is okay. What's ice locust? Is that a skill? Frozen locust. Leap backward, crack the ground with your staff to call forward an ice crystal. Do you just use this in Glacial Cascade? Is that the play? Yeah. Did you like that better than the... What was the other one? You did lightning? I remember leveling monk like in 0.1 and it was like pretty bad. Falling Thunder. Yeah, Falling Thunder seems good. I don't know how you get the power charges, but yeah. You wonder if Face Breaker will work with monk skills if you have that martial artist ascendancy. You can use Devour, Wing Blast, Killing Palm to get power charges. Oh shit, right. You can just put a talisman in. True. Cascade is good once you get used to the spacing. I remember hating Cascade, but this was back in 0.1 when like the game was sort of new. Right, so... Hello, Ultra Toe. How's it going? Good, I'm finally able to do more sandbox. Very nice. I hated it during Act 1, but once you get used to it, Cascade Locust combo is actually quite good. Locust is a new skill. I think that wasn't there when I played 0.1, right? But it's Locust, you leap back, and then you run back, and then just do Cascade. Yeah. And Locust slows them down. Did you like lightning or cold better? How did you feel? I'd say cold, it's safer. Okay. Well, would you look at this? There's a thread on Reddit. Leveling as monk feels bad for me. I went for a guide that scales Glacial. I'm up to Act 2. It's kind of clunky. Glacial is bait for new players. Act 2 is Locust Ice Strike and Bell Ice Strike. Do you agree, Pew Pew? Or is this Reddit distraction? Reddit delusion. Go straight to Hollow Palm. Is Hollow Palm, Hollow Palm is the unarmed node, right? Hollow Palm. When running around, you can just drop a Locust, keep running forward. Sometimes monster just pops the Locust and dies. Hollow Palm is the unarmed, okay. Physical damage based on their skill level. 1% more attack speed per... Okay. So it's some easier scaling from what I can see. I imagine a staff is better than this. Assuming you get... If you keep up to date with your weapons, right? Go straight to Hollow Palm, grab nothing else. Don't listen to 90% of comments. That guy that dies did a glacial cascade run. Okay, so from what I gather, Glacial Cascade's just harder to play, but it is better. Is that correct? I go straight into Hollow Palm at level 13, then swap out to Whirling Assault at Act 4 once I get the level 45 Quarterstaff. You wonder if Kalgurin skills will be good? I think it's going to be the same as always, where some are very good and some are sort of, hey, what were they thinking? If you aren't spacing it, then it does arse damage earlier. You go straight into Hollow Palm, then swap out to Whirling Assault. Whirling Assault is the spin move, right? Yeah, that's the spinny move. Okay, so basically at 45, you no longer do ice stuff, and it's just Whirling Assault the entire way. Yeah, maybe I do Monk. I don't want to get baited into spells too early. But I also like getting baited into spells. Spell Totem. What do you even do with Spell Totem? Like, what spell do you cast? What's even the best thing? Do not say Spark. You chat. You broke the rule. I think he can do plants. Yeah, honestly, if I'm leveling spells, I think plants is the way to go. Do this card. That doesn't make sense. There's no pay to win. Plants is cozy. Yeah, I never played a plants build, so we could do that. No pay to win in a modern game, yep. Grinding gear games, they say no pay to win. You're ready to get baited. I don't think martial artist is a bait. There's pay to win, but it's against terms of service, yeah. Real money trading is bannable.
人間どもよ、世の前にひれ伏せ。次はあの技で僕の踊りを見るかい？いたずらしちゃうぞ。仕掛けるよ。一気に攻める。一気に攻める。
Oh my fucking god, I hit start streaming instead of start recording while testing something. Cajun, I was told about this setting, but in OBS, if you go to settings and you go to here, in general, under output, there's a show confirmation dialogue when starting streams. So yeah, you can do that.
いいぞ、止まれ。パーティーはこれからさ。一曲踊ろうか。ここだ、ここだ。そこ、そこ、そこ。イエッ、いらん。はあ、いや、いや。それ。
Rip to anyone who got a notification.
骨の髄までめでてやろう。パーティーはこれからさ。ワイルドスタイルな。ここだ、そこ、そこ。いらん。いいぞ、止まれ。豪華に抱かれ、死ね。パーティーはこれからさ。命の友。楽しんでるか？いたずらしちゃうぞ。そこだ、そこ。そこだ。
How do I get the gold bar from the collab event again? Oh. It should be on the wiki. Check the wiki. Nah, it is there.
愛しき音色。パーティーはこれからさ。味見をしてやろう。ここだ、そこ、ここだ。イエッ、いらん。
I think you should do Chayula. Absolutely not.
次は何する？初めてじゃ。では、街へ繰り出そうか。
Absolutely not doing Chayula. Waiting for food so I can eat during unboxing.
人間どもよ、世の前にひれ伏せ。次はあの技で僕の踊りを見るかい？いたずらしちゃうぞ。仕掛けるよ。一気に攻める。一気に攻める。僕の出番だ。パーティーはこれからさ。
Are you playing Chayula?
サンタじゃなくて悪いな。いい子ちゃんだな。ここだ、そこ。ここだ、そこ。いらん、いらん、イエイ。
Hello, Kawa.
いいぞ、いいぞ、止まれ。踊れ。パーティーはこれからさ。味見をしてやろう。ここだ、そこ。そこ、そこ、ここだ。いらん、イエイ。いいぞ。骨の髄までめでてやろう。パーティーはこれからさ。命の友。 死ね。パーティーはこれからさ。命のと楽しんでるか。いたずらしちゃうぞ。はっそこはっそこここだそこ。キランキランはははキランキラン。いやいやはははいやいやいやは
Bow bow.
それそまれ。
I think Vadra Halloween's gotta be one of my favorite sprites.
今の叫びこそ愛しき音色。パーティーはこれからさ。味見
Bow
して
bow.
やろう。そここだここだ。ははいえははいやはやいやは次は何する。初めてじゃ。では街へ繰り出そうか。
No, I did it the last 2 leagues that I played. I've been using SR Vadra. You prefer the attack animations? I love the attack animations of the light one.
いじらしいではないか。次はあの技で僕の踊りを見るかい。いたずらしちゃうぞ。仕掛けるよ。一気に攻める。一気に攻める。僕の出番だ。パーティーはこれからさ。プレゼントだ。なんだかやって悪いな。いい子ちゃんだな。そこそこそこ。
I don't get to use ill not enough recently.
キランイエイ。ふんふんふんふんふん。はあいいぞ。染まれ。
I'll open my Valentines cards in like 30-ish minutes, by the way, chat.
ビッキーのハッここだ。はっはっ
I have somehow dodged them, by the way, so I don't actually know what they look like. For the most part. I've caught glimpses of some, but I didn't look closely enough at them.
骨の髄までめでてやろう。
The low turn Agustia, I see.
ワイルドスタイルな。ここだそここだ。
How are you, XF?
イエキラン。いやふんふん。そういいぞいいぞ。豪華に抱かれ死ね。パーティーはこれからさ。命のと
Does anyone's GBF take really long to load as of late? It did after the update a couple days ago, but ever since then it's sort of cached itself and it's fine again for me.
イエイキランキランイエイ。いやいやふんふんふん。ははいやふんふん。いやいやはふんふん。染まれ。いいぞいいぞいいぞ。断末魔の叫びこそ愛しき音色。パーティーはこれからさ。ここだここだ。イエイエキラン。はあふんふんふんふん。はあふんふんふん。次は何する。よう沈めるとは。いたずら大成功。
Alright, all Ennead's done. Am I done with the FMA exam? I'm 1 point off. Who? Clear Edward Elric's Fate episode. Oh. far from the last stop. With no new leads on how to return to their world. Do you get anything for finishing it? No. Hello, Nightfar. His thoughts drift to when his own journey can finally end. There they find a letter from the friend who he had set out to find. Given a new reason, the client decides to embark on his journey. Found my answer, it's Edge. Oh, does it work in a different browser? That's good. Edge is Chromium? It is. Pretty much most browsers are, outside of Firefox, right? Some people said it works better. I don't know about better, but it's what I personally used for the longest time, yeah. Until recently. Oh, Opera isn't as well? Okay, yeah. Sometimes Edge or Chrome just breaks after some updates, yeah. Opera is also Chromium, oh, okay. They claim that the game is browser, and all they are is Chromium with more built-in ads. Opera is Chromium just modified enough that GBF doesn't work. Edge was giving you troubles with sign-in, but seems fine again now. After farming Magna weapons and getting Evoker to 5-star, best step is getting the world weapon. I don't know about best, but yeah, world weapons are good to get. I would get the ones that are useful for you first. Like for example, many people find the wind and the wind one I think is one of the more common ones. I think the earth one is sort of common too. Dark is relatively underutilized. So I heard about this thing called fairy bread. Apparently it's an Aussie thing. It is. Dark is probably most useful. I think dark is very specific, but yeah. It is good, to be fair. Yeah, dark. I forgot about dark kangaroo, you're right. You rush dark. Yeah, like I said, if you have a specific purpose for it, then it's all good, right? And you can make fairy bread very easily, but I can't promise you that it'll be tasty. It's basically low budget cake. It's kids' birthday party food, is what it is. Rage baiting Australians and Italians. Alright, Cajun, let's see. Let's see.
Unfortunately, I once met an Australian, and they put me onto this thing called fairy bread. And if you don't know what fairy bread is, it's like a kid's breakfast / party food. The recipe is just white bread, butter, and sprinkles. And you know, it's a bit weird, but it's inoffensive, really. I don't actually have a problem with it. But I do think if I was a kid, it might feel a little bit lackluster. So I was thinking about how you could make bread and sprinkles more entertaining for children.
Okay. Kids don't feel like it's underwhelming.
So I got together a funfetti dough, because the only thing more fun than sprinkles on the bread is sprinkles in the bread. Then I used Wolfgang Puck's Michelin star pizza method to stop the center of my pizza from overcooking. I then slathered it with butter and millions and trillions of hundreds and thousands. And to be honest, this does just look like brain rot in pizza form. But if I was a little Australian, that would be all I want. It looks pretty good. I don't know if this is a taste I've acquired. Maybe an Australian would like it. Yay! Okay, goodbye. Unfortunately, I once...
Sounds like he fucked it up. Sounds like he fucked it up. It's just sugar bread. I hope they didn't just throw that away, but I have no trust in anything made to be in a short. I forgot I put Wolf and Renee in this team, and I saw the portrait. I didn't look at the sprite. I looked at the portrait, and I was like, who is that?
お役立ちですよ。
二度と近づくな。
食べちゃうぞ。やっつ食べちゃうぞ。よっこいせ。
I like how Art 1 and 2 use wolf portraits, but Art 3 uses Renee. Let me have a look. I don't know this character well enough. So you have... I see, okay. So you have two. You have Wolf and Renee for both, right? Yeah, you can pick which part you want. I might choose this one. It shows both of them. Although this one's cropped really nicely though. Pretty much all duo characters are like that, yeah. I do dislike when I can't put both in the portrait. Like, I think Mireille and Reset, you can't put both in the portrait, and that annoys me. Yeah, you can't. Mireille, Reset, you can only put one of them. And this annoys me greatly. I like when I get to put both the duo characters in. Let me get some water quickly, chat. Be right back. And then I'll probably start setting up the camera for the Valentine's cards. And BRB.
まだ君と一緒に行ける。こんなに嬉しいことってないよ。
Is he picking up chocolate bars? No. No, I got some water and then I looked for the things to set the camera up on because I don't normally stream with camera. So everything's not where it normally is. Is picking up chocolate bars a euphemism for pooping? No. Or at least I don't think so. Chat seems to think I have a chocolate addiction. That's what they seem to think when it's not true. Do you? No, I thought that would be apparent by the wording I used. Should I use my phone? Is chocolate addiction a euphemism for having sex in a very uncomfortable place? No. What on earth are you guys talking about? Why so specific? Do you reckon I can use my phone, chat, instead of the webcam? Thoughts? think it could work. Yes, I think this can work. It's a mole rats joke. Can't believe there's no Choco Duper Wooper. Wait, Zupa Duper? That doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense. No, it doesn't. Iris Sprite is so big. It's really big, yeah. Chat, how do I stop the camera app from auto-closing on the phone? I thought you were gonna ask how to stop eating chocolate. I'm gonna lose it with you guys one day. When I get my hands on you guys. I swear. He doesn't mean it. It was just the chocolate talking. I mean, I guess I could just record locally on the phone. I suppose that's something I could do. Chat, do you think he has chocolate withdrawals?
やっつけて夫婦よっこいつガブそれ待たせたなよっこいつ行けそれやっつけて夫婦すぐになよっこいつガブガブそれそれえい食べちゃうぞ意外と頑張れちゃうちゃんと守って夫婦レニーのためだ
Yeah, he's talked about it. No doubt in my mind. You guys are just wrong. I don't know how to say it, but you're just wrong. After the chaos, food is here. Very nice.
お役立ちですよ二度と近づくな
Very nice. I'm just setting up the camera at the moment, which is using a scuffed setup as per usual. You wouldn't have it any other way. Me neither. I think we can do that for now. Alright, I went looking for my knife, but I couldn't find it. So, this will have to do. Is that a Spinosaurus? That is a Tyrannosaurus. How could you? I think that's probably the best. All right, let me try and bring this up on stream. One sec. You slept at 9 a.m. All right, chat. This is a scuff setup. What are you eating? I'm not eating. I'm setting up the camera. Why do you guys assume I'm eating? Make sure to wash your hands. I was thinking you needed a knife to spread the chocolate. I cannot believe you guys sometimes. I don't like how that looks.